Believe it. So happy it's Thursday once again, right? Um, so what's happening in the crypto markets? Well, if you look at the VEPS information of the day, you see the assets are moving along as nicely as those do, bouncing up and down between the various VRE and Laplace and normal distribution targets. Moving along, there's a lot of trending moves happening on lower time frames. Plenty of assets to scalp. Bitcoin, Solana, Litecoin, Ethereum, whatever you might be scalping, XRP, if there's good liquidity on an asset, it is certainly scalpable on a day like today. And right now, there is a lot of what I would call FUD spreading throughout the ridiculous world of YouTube Jimmy. You got people whose name I don't want to say because, well, frankly, you probably see them in your YouTube feeds if you're looking at YouTube Jimmy on crypto. And I hope you're not, but the probability is that you are. That are saying, is the bear market in? Is this the beginning of the bear market? Ethereum's going to go to $1,000. Bitcoin's going to drop to 30,000 and have all these ridiculous price projections. Or there's going to be a pullback at least to 70 on Bitcoin. And then the bear market's going to start. It's going to be a downtrend for the next 3 years. I want to remind you that as a low time frame trader, big picture news forecasts about or opinions from analysts and traditional voodoo TA traders have literally nothing to do with trading low time frames, right? Whatever's happening, and you're seeing a lot of it from these YouTube Jimmies, are telling you, literally, they're telling you not to trade on days full of volatility just because the price is dipping a little. It's crazy. Like, days of volatility are what low time frame traders thrive on. If you miss these days of volatility, you miss a significant amount of occurrences of opportunity. And those are the occurrences of opportunity you want to exploit when you're trading low time frames. Because there's plenty of days when the volatility is relatively low. And there's, a decent number of days when they're not. When the volatility is good and juicy, especially in crypto. That's why, smart money traders like to trade crypto, among other assets. And you don't need crazy leverage, right? If you have a proper trading strategy, proper trading viewpoint, you don't need to try to make 300% in a day. You don't need to try to double your money every day. That's not how this works, right? Because if you put yourself on 100x waiting for that 1% move to the upside, it's that's not how you do it, right? Or even 50x or 30x. Like, those are crazy amounts of leverage. You got to remember, when you increase your leverage, right, you vastly increase, obviously, mathematically, the amount of loss that you can make on a small move, just like you increase the amount of gain you can make on a small move, right? So if you're levering up, 10x, you gotta remember, if it moves 1% in either direction, that's effectively a 10% move. So if it moves 10% against you, you're wrecked, And assets can easily move 2, 3, 4, 5% in one direction or another, taking out 20, 30, 40, 50% of your capital if you sell before, if you close your position rather before you actually get wrecked, right? It's very easy, and it's also very easy to fall prey to the hopium that when you're losing trade, it's going to turn around. It's not. I mean, it might, but it's not going to turn around until it tests your pain. And if you're not prepared to lose all that money on your trade, that can hurt a lot. Which is why it's best to trade without leverage and not try to swing trade volatile positions. Just get in, get a relatively fast trade, get out, take your profit, and repeat. Rinse and repeat. And don't try to increase your leverage to some unmanageable size. In fact, if you can trade without leverage, you're better off than using leverage. Right? Be your own bank. Leverage your own money on your trades without using the exchange's leverage, because that's just an easy way for them to take more money from you and faster. Anyway, that's it. I'll be back in a little bit. Talk to you soon. Happy trading.